Hello and welcome. So today I wanted to talk about my tongue split. So I got my tongue split on November 26th, 2019. I did it after I graduated my makeup school. I wanted to get it done years ago, like 2015. So I thought, okay, well, maybe not now because that's a little bit extreme. But I was looking at videos of it, and I remember this because I posted a Facebook status on November 26, 2015 about watching those kind of videos. And it's really weird because, like, to that date, but 2019, November 26th was when I got it done, and I did not intend for that to happen. So I'm going to start off by saying why I wanted it. So for me, body modification is like a decoration. I always had self-esteem issues, and I think of myself as like in this bedroom, and we're kind of like, I like to decorate my bedroom because I'm living in this body, this thing that I carry around with me all the time, and I want it to look the way I want it to look, and it helps me feel more comfortable in it. So what happened was I went and got scarification from this guy who's very close to where I live, and I was looking at the other things that he was doing, and he also did tongue splits. So I messaged him, I'm like, hey, just out of curiosity, explain to me the process of getting my tongue split. I'm kind of interested and I want to think about it more. And he sent me the information. We scheduled it for about 2 weeks after I graduated, and that was going to be my grad gift to myself. We scheduled it for like 8 p.m. because he said as soon as it's over, I'm going to want to go to bed and go to sleep. And he was not wrong. So I had all day to think about it, and he said, eat a wonderful meal. It's going to be your last meal for a long time. I couldn't eat my soup because I was so nervous and I was scared, and I've never felt that scared to get some sort of mod. But it's probably because I've had my tongue pierced before, and I've had a lingual frenectomy before, and I know that anything to do with the tongue hurts. It hurts so bad. The healing, most of all, just the tongue is so sensitive, and I think that's why I was so nervous that day. So my boyfriend came with me, and I remember sitting in the room waiting for the guy to set up, and I was like taking videos of like my tongue for the last time with my tongue ring in it, and I was trying to like shake off this nervousness. So I remember sitting on the chair, laying down, and what he did was he took a pencil-sized needle and shoved it as far back into my tongue as possible. So like, if you look at my tongue, you can see where the scar of where it was. There was a little bit of regrowth, but that's normal. And then he took a blade and pulled out and then sutured it up. I'll include photos, so mind yourself, it's going to be pretty graphic. So 3, 2, 1, here's the photo. It's a pretty good shot of it, honestly. So those were during the surgery. I didn't take many videos during my healing process because while I was healing, it was like I couldn't talk. I was bleeding and drooling, and I was so disgusting, and I couldn't eat. I was so hungry and upset, and there was no one home because everyone was at work. And the thing was, those sutures were like prickly cactuses in my mouth, just poking. So like, say here's like the tender parts of the tongue, and then here are the sutures. whenever you tried to put your tongue together to try and catch the food that you were trying to eat, they would poke each other, and then you'd want to like spread your tongue out and pull away, and then the food would just drop underneath your tongue and you couldn't get it, and like you could not eat solids. There was no way. So that was like 5 days of suffering. Lots of painkillers. What I did for food was I made smoothies, but they had to be dairy free. Like, you can't have dairy when your tongue is like that. So I made smoothies, and those were my best friends. I basically just bought some chicken broth and beef broth, and I just drank it. Like, that's all I could do. That's all I could eat. Here's a video of what it looked like. My tongue was very swollen and very bruised during that time as well. So, and it was so hard to move. It looked like a lobster claw. So on the morning of the 6th day, I met up with him before work to get my sutures out, and I could not talk. I could talk a little bit, but it was very slurred. It sounded really bad. So he pulled out the sutures, and they sucked. The sutures at the tip of my tongue hurt so bad to take out. Like, I was whining like a little bitch. I cannot describe how free I felt after he took those sutures out. I felt so relieved. But I still couldn't talk properly, and I still couldn't eat proper solid foods because I had to relearn how to use my tongue to push food down my throat. At the end of the day, I am very happy with it. I love my split tongue, and at least I know how to talk properly now. That's what it looks like. I'm still learning how to move them separately because they're two separate muscles, and when you cut them and separate them, they want to move together still because they've been together for so long. So I'm still practicing. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.